Hello, Rizziger to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Game & Watch The Legend of Zelda. In the previous episode, we played through the beginning of the first Zelda game in the Legend of Zelda series, and in today's video we're playing through Zelda 2 The Adventure of Link, which, fun fact, is the only game in the Zelda series that does not contain the subtitle Legend of Zelda. And the reason for that was because they were originally going to feature this naming scheme, and The Legend of Zelda 3 was going to be called Zelda 3. But they eventually dropped that when it got moved from the NES over to the SNES. It's a long story, but without further ado, let's play through this game, because it's gonna be a fun time. Okay, let's play through this. I played a little bit of the first dungeon of this game. I did practice with the previous episode, but I practiced for this one. So, yay, let's go! And oh my god, Zelda's dead! Not really. I believe the storyline for this game is something along the lines of Zelda was cursed and she fell asleep forever, so now we gotta go save her. But there are monsters in Hyrule, so we have to be careful. Now, Zelda 2, it has some interesting ideas. It has some pretty interesting ideas where you have monsters out in the overworld, and when you touch them, you go into, like, not exactly like a turn-based thing, but you'll be entering a world like this that's more combat focused, side scrolly thingy goodness. It's an interesting concept, and I'm gonna save some of my more less than positive opinions for a little bit later, but we're gonna talk about some positives. I do think this game does a lot of good for the Zelda series. It was definitely the most experimental for the time, because it seems like sequels around the time they were less interested in being direct continuations of the previous games, like Super Mario Bros. 2, for example, focused more on vertical platforming than horizontal. This one focuses on kind of more RPG mechanics, where you're exploring the world and things like that. And, okay, we got some monsters, we gotta be careful. Okay, we got a Scotula right there, we gotta be careful. No, owie. Okay, same basic rule applies from the first Zelda game. As long as you're not moving, you'll be okay, but you also have a bit more depth with the combat. So you can do a stabby like that, or a down stabby like that. So you can do different down and up. Remember that, because enemies later are going to be annoying to deal with. I'm just going to say that right now. You'd also run away like a little sister baby if you just continue running off to the side. So I definitely think this game has a lot of good ideas. And it probably... it would be interesting to see this game expanded on in, like, the future game. Like, I would like to see how they could... I'm trying to say. It would be interesting to see them try another game like this. This right here is like a fairy fountain. We go in there and the lady gives us a cup of coffee or something like that. Yeah, it's that's what it's implying. That's definitely what it is implying. Yeah, let's move on. I think there's more for things in that town. Honestly, I don't really care that much. We're just going to continue through here and go through our first dungeon. Now, it is continuing the idea from the first game to just plop you off in the middle of the world and not really give you a direction. This game, I kind of feel like it needed more direction for where you need to go. And also, don't go into caves yet. You're going to see enemies that'll attack you and they're invisible, and it's really, really annoying. So you don't want to deal with that. I also didn't want to be in this area, but here we are. I don't like these stupid things that are dumb and stupid. Get away from me! Yeah, I don't know what those circly things are. And they're really, really annoying to deal with. They're really annoying to deal with because they don't really spawn from anything to just miraculously appear, and they're really dumb and stupid. If we can get out of the desert, that'd be nice. Thank you. Okay. Would you get out of here? Okay, Scotula, fine. We're gonna attack you. That was a cool dodge. Alright, so I can't really hide it any longer. I gotta say, I don't really like Zelda 2 that much. Now, I know it has, like, a lot of fans, and there are, like, a lot of people who grew up with the NES Zelda games, and they consider this one to be the better game. Now, I'll respect that opinion. And I do agree that this game does have a lot of really cool ideas. The game design, though, is kind of bad. I'm sorry, but yeah, there's a difference between being a departure from your predecessors and still working pretty well. What even hit us right there? What even is right there? I would gladly frame by frame that there was nothing there. Okay, we're moving on with our life. What was I saying a moment ago? I don't remember, nor do I care, so let's go over here and eat a pear. That was my poem. Yeah, invisible things will hurt us in caves, and it's really dumb. So yeah, I'm not that big of a fan of Zelda 2, honestly, and I do apologize because it's going to be a bit more on the negative side. But as I was saying, I do think this game has like a lot of good ideas. It's just that the game design itself is really bad. It does not have a lot. It does not really live up to the ideas that it wants to do, and it has like a lot of really dumb gameplay design things that we'll be seeing a little bit later. Especially when we get into the dungeon. Especially when we get into the dungeon. That's gonna be a fun time all around. But let's focus on positives. Ah, okay, that was my fault. I turned around last second, I don't know why. Okay. Yeah, this game definitely did introduce a lot of really cool ideas. What? I don't know what. That kills you! What? That was not cool! They're just bubbles! They're literally just bubbles! Okay. Alright, we'll continue. You need to go away. You need to go away. You need to go. Okay. Okay, was there anything worth mentioning over here? I know where we need to go. I know where the first dungeon is, but I just wanted to explore a little bit down here to see if there's anything interesting. So yeah, this is the big thing that I don't really like about— Oh, that's actually very helpful. Oh, wow, I'm happy that I came down here. So, is there anything more on the right? I'm a little nervous to go down there because I don't want to fight you. Oh, never mind. Well, the nice thing is that we do get sword beams. They don't go as far as the first Zelda game, but it is pretty nice. So, yeah, it was worth it to go down there for the heart container. Okay, I guess that's just like a random trigger that's invisible, because that's good game design. Yeah, there's like a lot of really weird game design quirks with this game. And the thing is, it has a lot of good ideas. So if they did make a sequel to this nowadays, I know they could do a better job. So like if you're like an indie developer or something like that, you want to make a good— That spawned off screen. Come on, game. That's okay. That's the one really annoying thing. That's what killed us earlier. Like the thing spawned just barely off screen and still counted. But yeah, now we're inside the first dungeon. We are inside the first dungeon. So this game did introduce a lot of really cool things to the Legend of Zelda series. Namely, it introduces like the magic meter and it had a bit more focus on RPG mechanics and things like that. And I believe it's also the only Zelda game that has a level up system. So that's pretty cool. And it's also the first game that introduced Dark Link. So, yeah. Spoilers, they have Dark Link in this game. And I believe he's towards the end of it, or the final boss or something like that. So it's pretty cool. I believe the storyline was that the remaining parts of Ganon's army wanted to try and revive him by destroying Link. And so they kind of like trapped him by putting Zelda to sleep and things like that to incentivize him to go on a quest. So that's the whole storyline, and that's kind of cool. Conceptually, this is a cool game. It's just that I don't actually like playing it. It's kind of like modern-day Paper Mario in a way, where, yeah, it has interesting ideas and things like that, but actually playing it is kind of a torture. Also, for whatever reason, you can only pick up things by attacking them with a sword. You can't pick them up by walking over them. Yeah, it's a little bit on the unusual side. But now we'll continue onwards. One thing I will say about this game, though, is that I do appreciate the dungeons are a little bit longer. That there's a little bit more puzzle solving in this one, because the dungeons in the first game aren't very long. So that's one downside with that, but it's still pretty interesting seeing ideas like this. Basically, imagine the 2D segments from Link's Awakening and just turn that into a whole game. Yeah, I definitely think that it could work if they want to try it again, but they're probably never going to try a Zelda game like this in this style ever again. But it would be cool if like an indie developer wanted to try something like that. I don't think I'd ever want to do that, but still. Now, we are running low on hearts, so we really need to grab some more. It would be nice if a heart would drop at, like, literally any moment. We don't have potions, do we? No, we don't have any potions. Of course we don't. Maybe we would be able to buy some from the store or something. I don't know. I honestly don't really care that much. And this is the game over screen where Ganon returns. Yay! Does it respawn you here every single time you get a game over? Please tell me... Please tell me that's not the case. That is dumb. That is not okay. I do not like that. No, I don't. So back in the dungeon we go. I may have noticed this in the title of the video or something like that, but something kind of funny about this game was that the subtitle is The Adventure of Link. Also ignore that on the corner of the screen. That is still glitched with Nintendo Game & Watch. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. Like, I don't know, maybe every copy of the Game & Watch is personified, it's personal. It's personalized, so I don't know, maybe it's like some kind of weird quirky oversight with the Game & Watch. But anyway, yeah, the thing I'm trying to say before I lose track of my brain face, I don't remember. So let's continue onwards. And you go away. The skeleton's right there. They'll only ever attack your head. So you can go into a rhythm where you can keep your shield upright and then head downwards and then attack down like this. So defend up, attack down. Defend up, attack down. Defend up, attack down. You want to be careful because later enemies in the game, they're going to want to attack your knees as well, which isn't very socially acceptable behavior. I mean, I guess trying to attack anybody with a sword wouldn't really be socially acceptable behavior either. Is there a conversation time where it is socially acceptable to attack somebody with a sword? It's like, hey man, you know, you did a great job today. You deserve a good promotion. Here, I'm gonna stab your kneecap. Like, would that be a good time? I don't think that'd be a good time. Because the person getting attacked would get hurt, and the person doing the attack would probably go to jail. I don't know, maybe it's like consensual. Or something like that. If it was consensual stabbing, that might be a little bit more of... That might be a bit more of an agreeable time. It's like, hey man, is it okay if I stab your kneecap? Okay. I don't know. This game makes me think weird things. Let's continue onwards, because I think there was stuff down off to the left that we didn't go to yet. Yeah, there's another elevator. And something really silly that I like to do. Whee! We're riding Tower of Terror! Whee! I need to get a life. So, these things are stupid and I don't like them. I do not like them because they bounce around all crazy and it's difficult to tell where they're going. And I don't like these things because they randomly jump super far and it's hard to predict. Have I mentioned I don't like this game yet? Because I don't like this game. Cool, we got a level up. Awesome, I don't care. I literally do not care. Why do you not get more health at a level up? That's like RPG 101 even during this time. Okay, we're gonna ignore the other guy. I think it's supposed to be either Choo-Choo or Zol or something like that. These... Cause that's just what Zelda 2 needed, a hammer, bro. Okay, let's... Sorry if I'm... Cough. You don't see anything right there. That was also... this is also a quirky glitch with Game & Watch stuff. You don't see anything. You don't see anything. You don't see anything. Just be destroyed. They introduce you right after the last guy! Are you freaking kidding me, game? Why? Why? Who thought that was a good idea? Who on the development team thought that was a good idea? Why would you possibly think that's okay to introduce two of these guys in the same room? Wow, that is bad. Wow, that is awful. There we go. Alright, we got the stupid candle. So now we can light our way, literally and figuratively, through those stupid caves. But it's not like we're showcasing them anyway during this stupid video. Okay, let's destroy you. Hopefully one of you will drop a heart. I don't think any of you dropped a heart. How do you get more heart in this game? How do you get more hearts in this game? And we are dead. You know what? Screw it. We already got the candle. I literally don't care anymore. It takes you to the back to the beginning of the room. That's good to know. Okay. We got the potion. We got a thingy. Did that... I don't know how to trigger it. I don't know how to trigger it, and I honestly don't care. Okay. Sorry if I'm being negative in this video. Like, I do know that there's a lot of people who do like Zelda 2 and things like that. If you like this game, that's awesome. That's great. I wish I could like this game too. I love The Legend of Zelda. It's my favorite gaming series of all time, and I wish I could say I love every game. I don't like Zelda 2. I'm sorry. Alright, let's continue onwards. We don't have sword beams anymore, which I'm fine with. I didn't need them anyway. We already went this way. Oh, hey there, buddy. Aren't you great? Ah, if I only had the sword beams. Okay, you know what? You know what? We're just gonna hack our Game & Watch real quick to pull one of these. Okay. All right. So yeah, that was some pretty good hacking on my part, if I do say so myself. Like, nobody else is able to perform such amazing spontaneous hacking skills. This isn't helping much. I hate this game! I hate this stupid game! Remember that thing I'd say years ago, how I'd say if I didn't like this game, I wouldn't be Let's Playing it? Well, it's a good thing we're only doing one video of this stupid thing. Okay, well, I guess now that we're doing this, I can go a bit more the history of this video. So originally this was meant to be a 12 days of gaming thing that I was going to do last year. I decided against it though, because when I was trying to record it, I realized I had a little bit too much to say about the Game & Watch thing for it to be like one video, and it ended up being like an hour long, and I didn't really feel like I had enough time for that. So... Okay, we're gonna lure you... I hate this so much. Like, seriously, how the f*** are you supposed to beat this thing? I'm gonna bleep that out. But how the hell are you supposed to beat this? Here's the thing that's pissing me off about this. There's, like, no room for error with this stupid thing. They barely give you, like, any time to see which way he's gonna be attacking, and it's so stupid. It is so stupid, because his shield and sword go different directions, but you can't. And this is only the first dungeon! This is only the first dungeon! Finally! Man, that was annoying me. You know I'm getting mad at a game. You know I'm getting mad at a game when I start swearing. I'm not losing my sword beams that quickly. Okay, this is good to know. The skeletons can hurt you when you're a lower thing. You know what? If I was designing this game, I would have swapped the enemy placements right there. I would have had the skeletons come first to kind of like reintroduce the concept of like sword combat, going back and forth and ducking and things like that. I would have done that first, and then introduced the armor guy. Like, I know it is technically possible to come across the other guy first, but we don't have a key. Okay, we're coming back here. This is only the first dungeon. This is only the first dungeon. This is only the first dungeon. Okay, here's the thing about this. I'm getting pissed at this game. I will admit that. I don't like playing this game. But at the same time, I also want to say this is not my least favorite Zelda game by a long shot. Did you see what I did there? Did you see what I did there? Long shot? Because that's an item in the Zelda series. Did you like my joke? Okay, what I was trying to say was that... Okay, I guess we didn't go through before. So, my least favorite Zelda game is Triforce Heroes. And here's the thing about that game. So, when you're playing through a game and things like that, yeah, you probably want to play a good game. That's probably the more recommended thing. But it's still fun to enjoy a bad game. It can still be a fun time to enjoy a bad game. Because, like, Sonic L6 or Sneak King or all that fun stuff, like, they're notably really bad games. But you could still have some enjoyment out of... You could still have some pretty good enjoyment out of a bad game. But the thing with a... But what's worse than that... excuse me, hacking real quick. And... Okay, this is beyond stupid. This is beyond stupid. Okay, Hammer Bros, they're really annoying in the Mario games because the whole thing is with jumping. Why would you introduce that in a Zelda game? Okay, now we got the stupid key. So I was trying to say a moment ago. I was looking at my notes. Okay. Excuse my hacking. Okay, screw it. I'm just going to continue forward. Oh god, is that guy gonna respond? Please tell me the armor guy isn't gonna respond. If it does, I'm gonna be pissed. If the armor guy responds in the previous room, I am going to be a pissed little pineapple. But yeah, the thing about a bad game is, like, hold on, I need to check something. Yay for editing! I had to step away from my Game & Watch for a moment to, like, do boring grown-up stuff. So, let's go over here. So my phones are good. Whew! Okay. Demon's Golden Armor Man didn't come back to life. That makes me feel better. Also, I apologize if I sound a little bit out of breath. I was trying to put groceries away as quick as I could. Alright, let's go over here. Destroy this Hammer Bro monkey guy. I don't know what he's supposed to be. Alright. Just gonna hack my Game & Watch real quick. You know, if I can hack the Game & Watch to do that, why don't I just hack them to, like, I don't know, give me invincibility frames or something like that. Okay. Let's see if we can jump over you. Because I don't want to fight you again. Let's do it! Never mind. Okay, this Veda is looking up real quick. Shows more success if you jump like... Okay, that seemed to work a little bit better. That seemed to have worked a little bit better. Okay. And now we're at the end of the dungeon. We get to fight Evil Wolfman. We're gonna name you Gary. How you doing, Gary? You're seemingly invincible, and I don't like your stupid face. Please let us turn the game over. Please tell me we can... Hacking my Game & Watch one more time, because there's no way I'm going through all that again. Okay, so I think the strategy with this guy is basically the same. You gotta jump, and then... Okay, he has no build-up frames whatsoever. He just, like, attacks. That's dumb. Does our shield even defend against this guy? Our shield doesn't even defend against this guy. This is the first dungeon! This is literally the first dungeon! What the hell is this game? This is so stupid! This is easily the worst dungeon. Wow, this is horrible! Okay, what I was trying to say earlier was that this is not my least favorite Zelda game, contrary to my constant complaining. So my least favorite Zelda game is Triforce Heroes. And the reason for that is because even though bad games are bad and things like that, there's nothing worse in gaming than playing a boring game. That's why Paper Mario 6 Star annoys me so much, because yeah, it's a bad game and all, but the annoying thing about that game is that it's boring. So like, when you're playing a bad game, you can still have fun with how bad it is, but when you're playing a boring game, it's worse, because, like, you don't even have anything to enjoy, because everything's just so dang bad. Almost said a bad language word. So, yeah, with Triforce Heroes, it's terrible, because if you're trying to play alone, you have, like, 3 characters, they can't follow you, you gotta control them individually, or you can play 3 players, and that's really annoying, because they each need their own copy of the game. It's difficult to do, there's no way to do 2-player mode. Alright, get back over here, face me like a man! Face me like a manly man! Die! Come on! You have a pixel valve! Die! Okay! That's a cool effect with the shadow on the wall, I gotta admit. But we did it! We beat the first dungeon of Zelda 2! Isn't that fun? Isn't that joyful? We did it! We did it! We did it! Now someday I do want to go and beat this game. I do want to beat Zelda 2 at some point. Not anytime soon though. I kinda need a break from this game for a while. But that's gonna be it for this episode of Game & Watch The Legend of Zelda. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. The next video, it's definitely all uphill from here, because the next video, we get to see something that's definitely a step up from Zelda 2. I'm just gonna say that right now. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and next time, Lady Gator to you. Oh yeah, Zelda 2.